It was a stormy night, and the rain hammered against the windshield of our old station wagon. My son Alex, who had just turned 16, was eager to test his driving skills on the dark, winding roads. We were returning from his basketball game across town, the kind of rural stretch where cell service flickered like the old diner signs we passed. "We should have stayed home tonight," I muttered, watching the road unfurl through sheets of rain. "Come on, Mum, it's just a little rain," Alex replied, his voice full of teenage invincibility. As we rounded a sharp bend, the headlights caught the figure of a man standing by the side of the road. He was soaked, his coat heavy with water, and he thumbed for a ride. Alex slowed down, and without thinking I said, "Keep driving." "But Mom, he's just a guy in need." What if that was me out there? I hesitated, my instincts at war with the empathy I wanted to teach. "Okay," I sighed, and Alex pulled over. The man hurried to the car, his shoes squelching as he approached. He climbed into the back seat, water pooling around him. "Thanks so much," he said, his voice gravelly. "Name's Rick." As we drove on, I tried to make small talk, asking where he was headed. Rick was vague, only mentioning he needed to get to the next town. His presence filled the car, and an uneasy silence soon took hold. Alex focused on the road, his earlier confidence waning under the weight of our silent passenger. The storm worsened, the wind howling like a chorus of the damned. Rick shifted in his seat, and in the rear-view mirror, I caught him staring intently at Alex. His eyes, a stark and unblinking grey, sent a shiver down my spine. "Alex," I said quietly, hoping my voice would steady my son, "let's drop Rick at the upcoming diner." Rick's head snapped toward me, his gaze piercing. "No need. I'll tell you when I need to get out." The air thickened and my heart raced. I wished we had never stopped, wished we were safely home instead of here with this stranger who seemed more ominous by the minute. Suddenly, Rick leaned forward, his breath cold against my ear. "Take the next left," he commanded, his tone leaving no room for argument. "That's not the way to town," Alex protested, but his voice cracked. "Just do it." Rick's command sliced through the storm. Reluctantly, Alex turned onto an even darker, narrower road. Trees loomed like ghosts, and the only sound was the relentless attack of the rain against us. "Stop the car," Rick said. We were miles from anywhere, a perfect scene for a nightmare. Alex obeyed, his hands trembling on the wheel. "Why are we stopping?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. Rick smiled, a slow, terrifying curl of his lips. "This is where you both get out." Panic seized me, but before I could speak, Rick pulled out a gun. "Out, now." We got out of the car, the rain soaking us instantly. Rick slid into the driver's seat, his eyes wild. "Sorry, but I need your car more than you do." He drove away, leaving us alone, miles from help, in the pitch-black embrace of the storm. We huddled together, the cold seeping into our bones, the realization sinking in that we had escaped with our lives, but at what cost? From that night on, I swore never to pick up another hitchhiker, and every stormy night reminded us of the terror we felt, abandoned on that forgotten road.